This is the Hypergrowth Show, and I'm your host, Dami Olanrewaju. The Hypergrowth Show is powered by Emeraldis Digital, the market growth company. We help you to achieve high growth in your business. Now we have several content like this and more on our YouTube channel, on our social media pages, and on our website. That's why I'd like you to follow us across all social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, go to our website, and read our blog. Stay tuned. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic, more like $1 million question, in B2B sales, how client buys. So the whole question is, how do clients buy? When they buy, what do they look out for? And that's what we're looking at. I also have longed, to get answers to these questions. I haven't been involved in B2B sales for over 10 years now in different forms, and you really want to understand what is in the mind of the client when they're making their purchasing decision. Now, remember, in this instance, we're talking about business to business. So it is not like a B2C transaction where you're considering, even as you're dealing with consumer, it's already complicated because you're dealing with a fusion of how they think, their emotions, and all these other factors, the influence in their life and how they take their decision. When it comes to business purchase, it's even more complicated. There are several humans involved in that. There will be the gatekeeper, there will be the influencers, there will be the key decision maker. One of the first things you have to sort out in that mix is to identify those mix, the people that are the decision maker as against people that are gatekeepers and all of that. And after that, you look at their purchase cycle, which varies from company to company based on their policy, right? You look at their need, you look at the urgency factor. It can be very crazy because you are following up on a client maybe for 8 months. There have been some of my clients now that have been, or prospect rather, that have been following up for 8 months, and you have to keep doing that, right? How exactly do clients buy when it comes to B2B? Especially, I want to focus more today on professional service, which are, very sophisticated service, right? Accounting, management consulting, IT, marketing. So if you're running an advertising agency, you're running a marketing consulting outfit and all of that, you will really, really need this, right? The thing about consulting is that, or professional service is that it is intangible. Number one, you don't even know who is coming in. You are not even sure that what they're going to apply to your business is going to work. Now you are taking a leap of faith without a test run, right? Most of the time. So as a B2B salesperson, you need to understand that dynamics when you are approaching prospects. Think about it from your own end, especially if you're an entrepreneur. If you want to spend, say, 300, 500,000 on a project that you are not sure of, that you're going to look through. Number one, it's not even only about the money. It's about the time that will be spent and a lot of things that you have to put on hold, banking on this particular solution that is being suggested to work, right? So that's why the key word when it comes to B2B sales is credence. You just have to have that trust. You just have to have that belief and release. So clients will now begin to want to minimize their risk by considering these 3 R's. Client buys on relationship, reputation, and referral. So we're going to take these 3 R's. So this is like the summarized version, or model of how client buys. Ideally, the preferred model for clients working with you will be that there's already a relationship. And that's why you realize that once you do your work properly, over and over, you have a reputation for proper service delivery. Clients tend to keep you as a company, as a consultant, or as a consulting firm, or as an agency. So because a typical client prefers to minimize his risk and save time. So ideally, if they have a choice, they don't want to experiment, they don't want to play with things. If something is working and it's working perfectly and it has been tested over time to work, they are likely going to, settle for that. And that's why relationship is very critical. And one of the ways that you need to build that relationship is also, adding value upfront. And that's why we can't overemphasize the place of having high value content for clients, even before they become clients. When they are prospect, you need to be active with your blog posts. You need to be active on LinkedIn. You need to interact. You need to be the thought leader. You need to give them, quality content, ebooks, things that can, initiate that conversation so that when you go to a typical prospect, you are not a total stranger. That leads us to the second critical point, which is reputation. Now, if you do the first properly, which is, in the first instance, what you want to build is that relationship. And it's in two ways. In the instance that you've done something before, you want to make sure that your service delivery is top-notch so that there's a repeat business. But if you don't already run a business with the client, one of the ways you can build that relationship is, by releasing content, by putting yourself out there, more like you're dating, right? You're dating the client, through content, through all of that, right? It now leads us to the next thing that happens, which is reputation. Reputation is who you are or who you're perceived to be in the mind of the other party, be it a business or an individual. The things you do when you build that relationship through high value content is you're building a reputation. And that's why as a company, as a consultant, you must target to be the number one, the best in your industry. So you want to build that reputation. And also, reputation is also built by your track record. So that's why I cannot overemphasize the place of quality service delivery. So you have to be consistent in your service delivery, right? So you build that reputation. And once the client interfaces with you, there should be that element of predictability. There should be that, that trust and that peace when they relate with you. So reputation is very important. It's a very critical factor in how client buys. So you need to know that. You need to build that track record. You need to build that traction. Remember the key word, the number one word when it comes to how client buys is credence. And one of the ways that you build that credence is to build reputation, right? Now, the third point around this is referral. Now, it's by default that when you build that relationship with client and you have reputation, people should be willing to refer you. Let me tell you something that is very, very clear when it comes to B2B sales. Most clients, more often than not, will prefer a referral. There should be just some form of reference. Remember, entrepreneurs also converge in places, in social clubs, in association, in different places, right? And conversation goes on in those circles. Say like, wow, I'm looking into, getting a marketing company to do my marketing or to do my digital marketing. Who did you use or who are you using? Then people are also checking out what other people are doing and they want to plug into that. So ideally, clients will even start from that place of referral. And that's why you need to maintain close relationship with clients that you've worked with in the past and the clients that you're doing business with presently. And let me tell you, the relationship doesn't have to always be about formal relationship. You can make it informal. That's why the whole idea of remembering their birthday anniversary becomes very important. Wedding anniversary, critical milestone in their lives becomes important. So guys, these are the three elements that constitute credence when it comes to B2B sales. I hope this helps. Before you go, I'd like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us across all social media platforms. And don't forget about our offer, free strategy session. Go online now and subscribe to that or click the link below. What do we do in the strategy session? We review your business to know where you are in your business regarding your sales, marketing, and service delivery. And we craft a unique blueprint for you on how to take your business to the next level. Guys, the good thing about this is that it is free, at least for now. It's actually worth $1,000, which is around 360,000 naira. So you might want to avail yourself of this opportunity to take your business to another level. Hypergrowth is possible. Go for it.